Hello students, welcome to the third session. Today we are going to discuss the rational numbers and irrational numbers in a different point of view. Now we can distinguish the rational numbers and irrational numbers according to the decimal expansion. Now coming to the first example, you can divide 42 by 100. The decimal expansion is 0.42. You can observe this one. 42 is less than 100. So you put a point, take 1 0, it becomes 420. Now we can divide 100 fours are 400. So subtract this one, we get 20. Once again 20 is less than 100. You take one more 0 here, that becomes 200. Now divide 100 by 200. So 100 twos are 200. The remainder becomes 0. Observe this one. Here the remainder is 0. It is terminating. It is terminating. The remainder is 0. It is terminating decimal expansion. That's why this type of decimal expansions are called as rational numbers. Now take down another example, 7 by 8. The decimal expansion is 0.875. So here the remainder is 0. That's why it is also a terminating. Terminating means end with 0. So in these two examples, our remainder becomes 0 after some steps. This type of decimal expansions are called as rational numbers. The terminating decimal expansions are called as rational numbers. Now take down another example. You can divide 1 by 3. So 1 is lesser than 3. That's why you take point, take 1 0. So now it becomes 10. So divide 10 by 3. So 3 3s are 9. We get the remainder is 1. Once again 1 is less than 3. You take another 0 here. So once again it becomes 10. So divide by 3. 3 3s are 9. In the same way, the remainder is what? 1 1 1 1. So here the remainder is repeats. The same number will be repeat this, but never ends with 0. Here the remainder is not 0. That's why it is called as non-terminating. Means the remainder is not 0 up to the end of the division. That's why it is called as non-terminating, and the same number, the same remainder is repeat. That's why it is called as recurring. Recurring means repeating. The same remainder will be repeats. That's why it is called as reoccurring. So this type of decimal expansions are called as non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. So here it can be written as 0.333. Here the 3 will be repeats one place. That's why you can write 0.3 bar. So you can read it as bar. So on the heads of the 3 you can write the bar. You take down another example. You can divide 20 by 3. Here also we get 6.6666 etc. So it can be written as 6.6 bar. This 6 bar tells the 6 will be repeat in one place. So in this the remainder repeats the same remainder. Here observe this one. 3 6 are 18. 2 is the remainder. Once again take 20.0. So 3 6 are 18. Once again the remainder is 2. So here the remainder 2 will be repeats again and again. So that's why here the remainder repeats after some steps. This type of decimal expansions are called as non-terminating reoccurring decimal expansion. This type of decimal expansion also called as rational numbers. So the decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating recurring. So now going to the third type. So what about the decimal expansion of irrational numbers? You have already learned the decimal expansion of rational numbers. Now we are going to the decimal expansion of irrational numbers. You can observe the example. Here the root 2 and pi. The value of root 2 is 1.41421356. So you can divide the 2 in a division method. We get the decimal expansion of 4142 etc. like this. So here observe this one. Here the number is not repeats. The same number will not be repeat, and also it never ends the 0. The remainder is not equal to 0. That's why this type of decimal expansions are called as non-terminating, non-recurring. Means the same number will not repeats. That's why it is called as non-recurring. The remainder is not equal to 0. That's why it is called as non-terminating. So these type of decimal expansions are called as irrational numbers. In this, the remainder never 0, not repeat. So that's why a number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, non-recurring is irrational. Now going to one example problems. The first one is find an irrational number between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. Observe this one. Here we have to find the irrational numbers in between two rational numbers. You are already learnt infinite irrational numbers in between any two rational numbers. You can take this is 1 by 7, this is 2 by 7. In between these two rational numbers, infinite irrational numbers comes. That's why how to find these irrational numbers in between these two rational numbers. First you take 1 by 7, the decimal expansion of 1 by 7, you can divide 1 by 7, we get this type of expansion. So because you put point, take 1 0, it becomes 10, 7 1s are 7, the remainder is 3, take one more 0, so 7 4s are 28, the remainder is 2. Now again you take 0, so it becomes 20, 7 2s are 14. In this way you can find the decimal expansion. We get 0.142857 etc etc. It never ends with 0. In the same way you can find the 2 by 7. So divide 2 by 7. Here also we get this type of decimal expansion. You can observe this one. Here 0.14, here is 0.28. In between you can write so many irrational numbers. So I will take here 0.17232323 etc. So it can be written as 0.1723 bar. So observe this one. Here 23 will be repeats. 2 decimal points will be repeats. That's why you can write 0.1723 bar. Here also you can write 28 is the last number. That's why you can write 0.21. So the lesser of 28 is 21 or 27, 25 etc. Like this you can write 0.2111 etc. So it can be written as 0.1 bar. So in this way we can find the irrational numbers in between any two rational numbers. Now going to the second example problem. Show that 0.333 etc. equal to 0.3 bar can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q are integers and q does not equal to 0. It is very important problem. This type of questions comes in your examination. That's why you can observe the question carefully. Once again I read this question. Show that 0.333 etc. equal to 0.3 bar. So it can be written as 0.3 bar because the one decimal expansion will be repeats. That's why you write 0.3 bar. On the heads of the 3 you can write the bar symbol. So express it in the form of p by q. It is in decimal expansion. You can express in the rational form, p by q form, where the condition is p and q are integers and denominator q is not equal to 0. So how to express this one? Let us take this number as x. That is what? 0.3333 etc. Consider the equation number 1. Here the one decimal will be repeat. Here the one decimal expansion will be repeat. That's why you can multiply both sides on 10. You can multiply 10 on both sides. That's why you multiply. In the LHS you multiply 10 into x. In RHS you can multiply 10 into 0.3333 etc. So 10 into x is 10x, that is equal to 10 into 0.33. You can observe this one. So you can multiply by 10. So this decimal point will be going to the next number. It will be transferred to here. That's why the decimal point comes after 3. That is what? 3.3333, etc. You consider this equation is 2. So now subtract equation 1. You can observe this one. You subtract equation 1 from equation 2. That's why in LHS 10x or HS is x, write 10x minus x. In the same way, RHS is 3.333, etc. and RHS is 0.333. So now subtract, you can put a minus symbol. So now subtract 10x minus x is 9x. In the same way, you can subtract all these numbers, we get 0, 0, 0. Here you can subtract 3 minus 0 is 3. Now observe this one, 3.00 can be written as 3. Therefore, 9x equal to 3, x equal to 3 by 9. So that is equal to what? 1 by 3. So in this way, so you can observe this one, 1 by 3 is in the form of p by q. Here the denominator q is not equal to 0. In the same way, you can solve some problems. You can observe the exercise 1.3. Dear students, you can solve the homework problems, that is exercise 1.3 of page number 14. Solve the first main problems and third main problems. Thank you.